Hi everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Be starting shortly. I have a lot to do actually. Hey TLFS, welcome to the stream. What is the crack? Yeah, God, absolute ton of work. Ah, no problem, TL, no problem. Yeah, getting animals fed is the first priority. There's feeding, spraying, slurry, everything needing done all at once and combined. Busy, 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 busy. I hope everyone's well. As well as can be, I suppose. Blah blah there. Ah, yeah. Taking over, lad. Tech Talk's doing alright. I was kind of getting back into Dirt Rally again. Which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah. Like that. Bring it room. Yeah, I've really been getting into Dirt Rally again. In a big way. Up there. I'll try and get this done as quick as possible. as reasonably quick as possible so I can get the old combine done. Unfortunately, every slot now on the server has been allocated to a person. Just have to get the other guys sorted with links and stuff. And yes, I will be, yeah, Declan's giving me, but we're going to set up another daddy chat room in Discord at some point for people that are or people that have slots on the daddy. And, we may think about putting the wee edit of the map on at some point. We shall see. Hey Irish, how's it going? How's it life in Italy treating you? Feed the cattle, feed the cattle. Hey Austin, before you ask Austin, we have a class combine. Well, if the old PC holds out today, we'll be doing good. We'll be doing good. I've been looking back to all my old OBS logs. I haven't dropped a frame in I can't know how long, a couple of years. Right. Yeah, it's on tracks. On tracks. Oh my. Oh yeah, it was the Windows update as usual. I meant to plan up, but hello not. Yeah, it was a Windows update as usual. Buggered everything up. That's definitely right. Yeah. There we go. Bish bash bosh. Hey there, Liam. What is the crack? Now we've been using Red Rock and Richard Western again, trailers. Yeah, I've been neglecting the old, few other jobs on the farm, which I'm gonna try and rectify tonight. And fingers crossed, we'll get the combine weller. Fingers crossed. Why do I still have them up? I got the turns off, trigger off. Yes, delete those on. Yeah, how's it going in Italy? How's the bales? Or no, you're on wagon shooting or raking shooting. speak English. English is your native language, not what you were trying to. Yeah, drop me a link. Discord, Liam. Right. Too many things going through my head. Not enough brain cells to compute. Yeah. I'm just thinking of Dirt Rally now. I've been last night I was on. I don't know what time in the morning I got off Dirt Rally on. 26 people watching the stream. Well, welcome to the stream, one and all, and let's get 26 likes. Come on, hit that like button. Join the Johnny 7610 Club. Also follow me on TikTok. Thought I would never say that in my life, but yeah, you can follow me on TikTok. There's 101 jobs to do and not enough hours in the day to do it. What am I hitting I for? Not your special breed. Special breed. So special I need two telehandlers to do the same job. Need to clear that shed out as well so I can store some of the green. And the slurry tanks are especially well, the slurry tank is absolutely bursting at the seams. You can't hold anymore. The slurry tank is full. I have to probably upgrade the slurry tank at some stage. Yeah, I think we're going to have to upgrade the slurry tank. Maybe build another storage tank somewhere. Yeah, give me 2 seconds, TL, and I will sort you out. I will sort you out with links and stuff and all that good stuff. Still need to I still need to jump onto the other map at some stage. I said I was going to help test. See, not enough time and not enough hours in the day to do this kind of stuff. I would test it and give feedback, but I haven't got around to it. Should have done that last night after the stream instead of jumping on the Dirt Rally, but you know how it is. I'll have to send someone to the shop at some point to get some herbicide and stuff, do a bit of weed killing. Oh, try to help, yeah. If I could get the money together to buy another set of pedals, these ones are bust, I would be all over Rally again. It is very addictive. Highly frustrating at times, but highly addictive. Kind of Rally with no clutch pedal is not the best situation. Right, so they need straw. Guys are good. Yeah. As you can see, my soy tank is maxed out. What did I set the password as? Seconds. Can't think today. My head is all over the show. What we're gonna put it as today? Yeah, no. Yeah, TL, you can join first. The password is cows. No capital letters, just cows. That's on Mod Hub. Propagation mod is on Mod Hub. Don't know how it works yet, but we will. Yeah, TL, can you maybe go down to the shop and maybe buy 2 big containers of weed killer and a couple of tanks of liquid fertilizer, please? You wouldn't mind? Getting awfully great help. What are we still leasing? I need to check on them. I know the combine's leased. Or not. What are we leasing? Sorry, we're gonna get rid of the Moors for now. That'll help. Go on the Discord, the link's there as well. For all time. No, I still have fields to plow and plant. Oh my god, the jobs are never ending. The jobs are never ending, lads. Do you want to borrow this fan to go down and get them, or? I saw it in Discord, I didn't get a chance to even get near it. Alright, 10-4 TL, 10-4. Yeah, I just say two weak killer, 2 liquid fertilizer. Maybe a couple of big bags of solid fert as well, and probably for those other things. Well, I would love to upload it to a media file, but I can't because I'm kind of streaming. So if anyone's got the crop destruction mod and can put it into a media file and put it in the daily chat, it would be greatly appreciated. Oh, cheers, look, greatly appreciate it, lad. Thank you very much. Ooh. There goes the crop rotation one. That's not a good sign that it was taken down. Not a good sign at all, is it? Maybe it doesn't work. Giants testing in 22 has really gone to the dogs. It has. Do they even test mods anymore? Or is that just a thing of the past? They just stick the mods up on ModHub and hope for the best, and then when someone reports a bug, they take them down. Is that the way it kind of works now, is it? Luke has it on in the Daddy chat. Has a link on Mediafire for it. Can I see if we can move the straw trigger to this other side of it? Yeah, big shout out to everyone. Big shout out to Luke and Pat. Give him some love there for doing that for me. Very much appreciated. That's empty, and let's quickly check the jobs to do. That weeds? It is. That means spray for weeds. Quick question, see these two fields up here, they've got weeds, would you spray them with weed killer before ploughing them up, or leave it and rip them up with a plough? Who's joining? Really? I don't. Okay, no problem. But we just be 46 needing we killed them. But I thought it might have been like the old seasons, you know, who we killed before. Like we'd kill them, but whenever they are planted, or whenever that field is planted. Let's see. No, that's alright, no problem. I thought it was about some randomer FPS. This is my tractor, obviously. And this is Luke's Jimmy's John Deere. I've lost track of what tractors are which. I couldn't honestly tell you how many hours I've got on this save. Don't think it tells you anymore on multiplayer how many hours in the save. I don't think it tells you anymore how many hours. I check on this on the server side thing. Good few hours on it. Well, this is because it's got 32.9 hours on it, and this was nearly the first tractor bought. So.
Johnny, how's things?
Alright. How's it going?
Bella.
Yeah, just forgive me that my head's fucking all over the fucking shit, Steve. Alright, so that's that.
New password there, right?
Yeah, I'll get you in a second. Alright, FS, you are going to get my off. Bandai Soul's not on sale anymore. Ah, no. He's getting the spray. Check. If you FS, right? What tractor do you want, and make it a reasonable request, because I'm not spending a fortune on a tractor. So that you know. Oh yeah, TL, it helps you put the loader brackets on the tractor before you put the loader on it. That would help. Alright, so we've got this going on. I need to drop this sides down. The pastor's cows, big fellas, you know. No capital letters, no exclamation marks. John, I think. Brilliant. Just catch up here. All I've got in my head right now is 6 leftover crest into fucking chicane right now. We need to drop right. The brain has got a plan formulating. Give it a couple of minutes and we will be right. I need to get this over to here, switch this to the...
Coming.
That is going to be my job, but if you want to grab a tractor, I'll put the red rock got grain sides on. Seed bags. Get a couple seed bags, nothing too... Where's this trigger? Yeah, just grab a couple of seed bags. Ah, there we go. Ah, no, it's not that.
It's right here where I'm standing, Johnny.
I'm just putting the trailer into it, so... Come up. There we go. Customize, just back to... Customize. There we go. At least the customizing doesn't cost anything. Good extractor. I didn't drive it. Yes. Right. Grain trailer. I'm not getting a flipping fast track. Get that out of your head right now. Right, so park that there. Right, I planned them. What's in my budget right now to buy? Could have a Fent FS, maybe. $159,000? No way. Just FS if you can jump in my Fent for now and bring it up. You can use it until I get some money. Yeah, bring it up and put it on the trailer. Need to get a bit more cash built up before we can justify buying another Uke. Yeah, I use my Fent while I'm on the compound. And yeah, TL, if you want, could you possibly spray that field for weeds and then we'll kick into the fields and stuff. Don't crash at FS. I know what marks are on it. I was gonna store this screen, but we need the cash, so we're just gonna sell it at the highest place possible. The one beside the yard, where your sideways wheels are stacked TL. He's weak killed 46, I believe. 46. Can I break you from the... Yeah, 1 second. You think your game's stuck on the book? Finally. No problem. Yeah, cause it's a long story about the mods. I'm not gonna go into it for the umpteenth time. The mods are on the daily, or not on the thing. The mods are in Discord if you need them, and you have to find the map yourself. But there is no more slots on the server as yet available. They're pretty much all booked up. Well, if you want to throw me a couple of quid, I can upgrade the server if you want. Like. Yeah, I think the 25th will probably be the next update, because then YouTube pays me my couple of pence and I'll upgrade the server then. And yeah, to the people sending me links to certain other people's Discord servers, stop, because I don't need any more servers to be in right now. I won't be unless it's up on certain people's servers. I won't be joining. Anywho, hopefully everyone's having a good Tuesday. Hopefully everything's good with you all. And yeah, sit back and enjoy the stream. I might have a couple of new people starting on the server, but I don't know yet. Hey, I haven't seen that in a long while. Big Drizzle, the old 7610 emoji in the chat. I haven't seen that one in a while. Once again, thanks to everyone that has become a member. It is greatly appreciated. I don't want to be accepting anyone else onto the server in case people that have slots want to join. You know what I mean. Oh yeah, well I'll look into it for you, FS. I'll look into that 6 hours tonight. Remind me, if you leave before me, remind me on Discord and I will look at it. I was meant to look at it last night, but I kind of got 8 tracks in a dirt rally, kind of cold. And the next thing I knew, it was 4:30 in the morning. So I had the choice: go to bed or stay up. So I stayed up. I can do, look. That's a good idea. Yep, you can slide those fields with 2 fields. Yeah. Good thinking, lad. Good thinking. Yeah, just the way the server's been running this past for this save and before the other save. The server's working brilliantly. People come on and just get on with it. There's no fighting, there's been no arguments, there's been no one, you know, there's been no one leaving the field in a case and coming back in a John Deere. It does actually make a nice change for no one to be arguing with each other. That makes my life a whole lot easier. Yeah, as I say, I only ever put that Fent on the server as a sort of an in-between tractor till I picked one, and I'm kind of all in love with it now. So I'm quite content to be using the little Fent. It does everything I need it to do. If you want FS, if you really want to, you can go and hook on the McHale baler and start baling the straw if you want. There should be a McHale box in the Fent. Like on the simple IC, look to your right, there should be the trigger for the McHale Fusion box. Yeah, Declan done a bit of wiring to it the other night. Canning, at the minute all the slots on the server have been allocated to people. But in the future I will consider maybe upping the size of the server and getting more people on, but at this point it's... the money's not there. That's it. But yeah, if a lot of people, if we do get a lot of people to join, you'll have to find the map yourself. I don't give out the link to the map. And if we do consider putting a little edit onto the map, only people that are on the server regularly, i.e. Book, TL, FS, Big Fella, so on, so on, we'll get a link to that new version. I was gonna say fingers crossed by a stage chance to have a new map out, but I'm not holding out much hope in that. This is an 8-slot server and it's been running perfectly. 8 people on this, 8 good people on is enough. Hey Fent, how's it going? Remember, type English in chat please. I don't speak any other languages, I can barely even speak English. So. Oh, it's the fact that it's 8 good people on the server that I can trust and they can go and do their own thing without having to watch me. I don't... The last couple of servers I've run, there's been people coming on and I spend most of the night wondering what they're doing or if they're doing something wrong or they driving into stacks of bales, and it just doesn't make for a good stream, and it makes my stress level go through the roof. I just want to come on here at night with a group of people and chill out. Like I've seen times on I've had a 16-slot server and I've had a private server with maybe 6 people on it, and the 6 people on a private server can do twice as much settings in a night than a full server of 16. Oh yeah, you've got a slot, Liam. As far as I'm aware. 1 second. Double check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you got 6. Matthew, 7, Greg. Yeah, there's still, yeah. Always make space for you. Like Greg and Matthew won't be on all the time, so you know. But Liam, you cost too much to fucking hire, so yeah. FS 19 on top. On top of what? People have yet to realise, big fella, this is just FS 19. I've edited the my video and all to look like 23. Oh, you have to understand that. That's the thing, these points. I cost too much and expect the fucking to drive a John Deere. Hey Matty, welcome to the stream everyone. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, follow me. I never thought I'd ever say this, but follow me on TikTok. That still doesn't sound right to me. Follow me on TikTok, still doesn't seem right. And Greg will never let me live that one down because I used to say I'll never be on TikTok. It's just nice having people on and they've got their own dedicated tractors near enough. I know FS hasn't got one at the minute because funds and whatnot, but right, I'm going to go and grab a drink and then I will sort you out, Liam, with most of the mods. Yeah, give me 2 seconds. Right. Here we go. But will I start here? Right. Need to start. The brain does need to really work now. The next couple of minutes, then I can go back to being. Right. So, Liam, if you're still here, do you have all the? Oh, you don't. Bear with me 2 seconds. If I ever think about upgrading to 16 slots, 16 slots in misery, you mean? Possibly. But to upgrade to upgrade more slots, I will probably need hand with the running of it, i.e. money. Hard to find 16 good players, that's the problem. What was I got? I'll be the hand this way. skip them too. Brain's gone to mush. I know you won't give it out lame, but yeah, let's give it the Irish. But and you jump on Discord whenever you're ready. Yeah, just use the link in the YouTube channel. That should get you on. That's a simpler way of doing it than talking about with media providers and shit. Right, back to work. Johnny's slacking as usual. Ah, no problem. So let's go for a whopping 40 likes on this stream. Come on now, aim high. Let's go for 40 likes and I want 100 followers on TikTok. Just smash everything. Because I really need to keep this. I really need to keep this momentum going on YouTube. I need to keep the figures going up to justify me getting another server, or not another server, but upgrading. So yeah, just share it everywhere. Get this. I need to keep this channel going because it is going up pretty steadily, so I need to keep it going that way. I'm not the kind of YouTuber that like, sort of keeps on going about donations and stuff. It's nice to have, and if you've got spare money, you ever want to donate, you can, but I'm not the kind of YouTuber that's going to sit here and ask for money and beg for money. Nice to get a bit of money, don't get me wrong, but I'm not that kind of person. I always feel guilty. The occasional super shots are nice. But I do keep the conversation going in the chat as well. That's one. Like, subscribe, share the stream. Share it to your friends, family, mothers, dads. Get the dogs to watch even if they need to. Get them an iPad, get the dogs to watch. This past lot of streams on the server has really given me the faith back in the whole multiplayer scene. For a while it just seemed like a chore rather than fun. And Milos, is that welcome to the stream? I do apologise in advance if I ruin anyone's name, but I hope you have been enjoying the content that's coming out. I will never claim to be the best YouTuber in the world, but it's all about having fun and meeting people along the way. I think Big Fella needs to bring back a 13 server. Really must jump into that fella's Discord that converted this map and check out the progress on the next version. You want to drop that there red rock at the top of the field if possible, or the other end. If you wouldn't mind, greatly appreciate it. I wonder why the crop rotation mod was taken off Motherboard. I wonder what they found. Kind of worrying me now. But yeah, Giants, if you ever do listen to my streams, one good map, but what it takes to make a game. Or could you ever imagine if Giants ever made the base map English, or UK based? The mess out of it. Alright, no problem, Jimmy. No problem. No problem, Jimmy. I'll fill in your application form for your holidays. Could you imagine Jan's version of a UK map? Did that Stuff did that information work, Liam? Good. Ah, yeah, no problem, Tail, no problem. Maybe one day I'll have enough money to purchase the combine. Declan's making a fortune on my lease and stuff. Remember, FS, not a mark on that tent. Not one scrape. Or you will be driving a Landini. Landini of shame. Oh yeah, the Landini of shame. So yeah, 28 people watching if you've just joined in. Hope you're having a good day, hopefully you're enjoying the stream, and have you ever considered hitting the like button? Or follow me on TikTok? Another load of oats heading out. And who was it? Thank you, Alex, for subscribing to the channel. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. last time I checked earlier I was on 71 followers on TikTok, so let's try and get that up to a nice round 80 by the end of the stream. Do you like Hayward on this comment on the top looks like it's dust, not just muck? Oh, there's a fair few fields on this. Fair few fields, fair few bales. Maybe keep half and sell half, maybe, we'll see. Got a brand new combine harvest. I like that mod. Whenever you fire it up, the header doesn't lower. I like that. Oh, dodge the wheel, dodge the wheel. Definitely won't be a shortage of straw bales anyway. At least this will be the last of the crops that came on the fields. Next time around they'll be all planted by ourselves, so there should be a lot better yields. Fingers crossed. But yeah, thanks to everyone last night that was on the server whenever I had to leave, whenever the PC crashed. You done the job and parked everything up for me, so greatly appreciate it. Oh, she is FS. Why I love it. For a small tractor, the fent puts out a bit of a got a good few ponies behind her. Hey Ryan, welcome. I use a thrustmaster T300 with pedals, shifter, handbrake. I might consider getting the webcam up at some stage again. Your animals? What? A1N1, I want to shed some light on what that means. Your animals? Yeah, got beef cattle in the area herd. A couple of hundred, something up there. Let's check into the beef cattle and see if it's time, see if they're close to finishing. Yeah, Giants seem to have at least fixed the traffic and all. They don't seem to bunch up as much anymore. I gotta bring. Actually, I think let's be calm down. I was gonna put the Dominator calm down on, but I thought I'm not gonna even go anywhere near a field with that. And yeah, it's safe to say we haven't used an auto-load bale trailer once on this save. Every bale's been brought in the old-fashioned way. Yeah, Jamie and TL and nice stacking at the yard. I think keeping the bales sort of somewhat separate from each other has made them not as glitchy as they normally would be. Must get another farm sim video up on TikTok. "30 people watching, well, welcome to the stream, one and all." Can I get close to the 40 likes on the stream? We will find out at the end. It is safe to say this is one of my most successful servers to date, or the private servers obviously. Well, we'll have to get a lot of series done some night. Once we get caught up on the harvest. "33 people, viewers. Hey, how's it going, lad? How's things? R4B, welcome to the stream." Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Took out 58k, alright. Better room in the story tank then. Going alright, what about yourself? Nice relaxing day on the server, and I've got bales in the field. Fuck me. Don't worry, FSTL's here, he'll grab these wheels and put them if you wouldn't mind. Ah, good to hear that, good to hear. Don't try, oh my dear God. Please don't drive around the crop. You can drive it from TL's side, but don't drive right round. Oh, TL, man, don't drive right to the right of the combine, right round. Okay, crop destruction wasn't on. All I can say. Or it had to be deducting the FS's wages. Doesn't look bad with the loader in the front. You know? Still can't get my head around AL not driving a John Deere. The amount of bars he put on that John Deere and Camson was, yeah, crazy. Oh, she earned her pay on that. She earned her place on that yard. Well, Jimmy's not on tonight. If Liam joins, I'll probably let him use that John Deere. Just for the night. How's the Fusion 2 working? Good. Hey, Hash, how's it going? How's life treating you? Here comes another bale filler. And by the looks of it, is it? Oh, just the telephone. Ah, ticking away nicely, Ash. Ticking over. Getting chased by a baler right now. So yeah, what's everyone's favourite combine in FS22? Mine's gotta be the class. I always like the class combines. not exactly anywhere near full, but whilst the trailer's sitting here, we'll yeah, I think once they get the money built up, I'll probably activate the other class combine on the server. The one with all the IC. Oh yeah, I did use that the other night on my own save, the new 3TX. Yeah, if I'm chilling out on a single player by myself, not streaming, I normally just run a small combat. Kazazazabada play. Hello, welcome to the stream. Dodged online, pretty sure. Ah, you're getting the PC OS? I agree, nice. Take it you're on console at the minute. You're on console and you're going to PC, you're gonna be, yeah, mind blown with the amount of mods out. You're gonna have more mods than you could ever dream of on PC. Not gonna talk about things I got in the chat. There's time and place for that, and we're not talking about politics and all that government. If you want to talk about stuff like that, you can go to someone else's stream, but not here. Mind blown, no lack of maps, yeah, that's per se, yeah. Yeah, if you want to talk about Rush and all that there, you can just go somewhere else. Yeah, it used to be a joke about the lack of decent maps on Mod Hub, but now it's just getting beyond the joke. As you can see, I'm sitting here playing Farm Sim. We're not talking about garbage like that. Anywho, back to the farming. Oh, you got banned from PS4? Jesus. I don't know how many times I got banned on Xbox. I lost the track of the amount of times I was banned for weeks and months. Oh yeah, that was an update someone did on the Mikhail pack. Yeah. It's nice. Yeah, it's nice having Mikhails and stuff like that. FS is borrowing my fent for the build. Put that there, a well-oiled machine, combining, baling, bale stacking, run away. See? That's the way the server should be run. Oh, Declan put the CVs on it for me in the McKeel box. Give me 1 second. Stuart. Why did you delete? Why did you delete Stuart's message? That time I see the back in school. Give me a second, 1 second there. Jump right there, second FS. Oh shoot. Yeah, Matthew did the Matthew put the wibbly wobbly CVs on for me. I like the CVs. And he also done the McKeel boxes for me. The 2 boxes. So yeah. Nice, nice yoke, I have to say. Thank you, FS. I know you were, yeah, don't worry about it, FS, I'm sure Stuart knows. Yeah. Andrew Tate? Don't know. Did I know the name? Yeah, console players don't think I have a beef. I've never had a beef. I was a console player for years. I loved consoles, still do actually. But for the likes of Farming Sim, PC is definitely the place to be. I was a massive Call of Duty fan back in the day on the Xbox. Till they screwed Call of Duty over. That's why I done. That's why I stream. You know, it's merely the main reason. Probably because I'm lazy and too lazy to edit videos. That could be a bit, but I do like meeting people, you know, live chatting to people, and yeah, met a good few people on the old streaming side of things. Where will I be on console? I mean, I don't even have a new console, so probably never. I honestly wouldn't even pay the money now for consoles. Back whenever I was buying consoles, they're like a couple £100. Now you're talking fucking 5, 6, 7 to £1,000 for a console. Console wouldn't really have the same appeal for me anymore. Fair enough, console's probably good for Call of Duty and all of those type of games, but for like the games like mods and stuff, PC's just superior. If we ever get enough money OS to justify upgrading the slots in the server, you'd be they could try and get you on the server. But at the minute, you know, bills to pay outside of all this, real life bills come first. Why the little amount of money I make on YouTube goes all into this. The pennies that YouTube pays me all helps to fund the servers and stuff. Bar a couple of kind donations to buy stuff from a PC, I have never used YouTube money to buy myself stuff. Bar the donations people give me to buy stuff, but it's through all the ad revenue and all that goes through YouTube, all goes pumped straight back into the servers. Yeah, I can safely say that bar people that donated money for me to buy stuff like a wheel and stuff, I have never used YouTube money on myself. It all gets pumped straight back into FS. Servers can be cheap, and they also can be, once you start adding more slots and more memory for mods, servers can get pretty, not overly expensive, but enough. Yeah. I think in 19 for a 16 slot server, you were talking the guts of roughly 450 pound a year, give or take. Which when you don't make it, whenever you don't make that much at work and you've got bills to pay, it does add up. You have to pay for servers on PC. That's why the dedicated servers on PCs are more stable than consoles. Tell me about it, TL. Tell me about it. It was nice of the government to put up my car tax to 300 odd quid. Nice of them. I never thought I would see the day that I'd be paying 300 quid for car tax on a rental Clio. Never thought I'd see that day coming. Sorry, 340 I think it was. Yeah, 350 odd quid to tax your around Clio for a year is a fucking Mate, with the money I make on YouTube, I could barely fucking afford a fucking loaf of bread. Hey Greg.
What? You told me you were the Lamborghini? I told you too.
If I look back on my revenue from streams, the average stream would get me about £2. Maybe a bit more.
Tell me I'll load them all demonetized. Oh well, that's good.
Well, YouTube is slowly but surely, every day an older video gets demonetized. You know, every day is another one gets demonetized.
I used to buy a watch on YouTube, but banned free posting for like 2 days or something. Yeah, a video he made like 4 years ago. Because somebody reported it for child endangerment. It was his son driving a tractor.
How much is the insurance on around Clio? The insurance, actually I never thought I'd see the day that the insurance would be cheaper than tax. Well, I thought I'd never see that day come. I think it's £280 a year to insure the Clio, and it's $350 to fucking tax the fucking damn thing. That's rum.
I'm
sure if Johnny can hear this working.
Yeah, I can hear you. Tax is fucking absolute piss take, like. I know it's a 2 litre, like, but it's a Clio. It wouldn't be so bad if they actually put some money in to fill in a couple of potholes every now and again, like.
I used to last, well, probably the last week we've had 3 cracked alloys at work.
But you know the best thing that always cracks me up? They'll spend a fortune right resurfacing, say, a stretch of road, and it'll be as smooth as silk, and then about a week later, BT or the water service will come down and dig it up for a water track. Just... it boggles the mind, like, sometimes. Now farmers have to use white diesel, that just takes a fucking piss take. But what can you do? Nothing.
What you want, meal?
It's done. Got bales to bring in. We've got bale stacking being done at the minute. Let's just double check the PDA. That's a map. What have we got? Suppose we can start ripping to 15 and 17 to get them replanted. I think 15 that need plough. 17 needs plough. Or you can plant.
I'll just go and plough 17.
I'll probably can't give you a hand and kind of done here at the moment. There should be a plough in the field beside the silos. Yard.
The header treader is back in your left, Johnny, I think.
I was thinking that myself. I was wondering. I was just wondering, and it was across my head going, where did I actually leave that header to? I swear right now, all that's going through my head is 2 left into chicane over crest. That's all that's going through my head right now. Dirt Rally has got a hold of me again. Someone commented on the TikTok video, but WRC 10's better. I was like, yeah, I don't have WRC 10, so eh. I'm actually really into the old time trials at the minute, trying to beat my own personal best in one stages. I recorded a whopping 32 videos last night to get one video of a perfect lap, a perfect stage.
What's this absolute genius stopped in the gate for?
Which genius?
Oh, that's it, pal. Pull forward 2 foot so you're even more in the gate. Honestly, man.
I'm really getting worried about why did Giants pull that crop rotation off Mod Hub? What did they find game breaking about it?
It never had updated, you know?
Hey Alex.
What the fuck is going on with this thing, man? That mod, see that auto lowering mod, it also has an issue with plows.
And you may turn off the traffic here.
Sure, that has no issue if you never stop in the gate like an absolute simpleton, but oh no. You're a genius, like. Moron, man. Stops in a gate and then sits there and sits there and sits there and just causes a massive queue. Completely wetting, like.
Is it worth my while? That's nearly good.
What is this traffic waiting on? I'm even in its twilight. Jesus Christ, man.
Right. I shall keep the combine because I think that field over there will be ready to the next day or two. So. Right. What to do?
Oh, what? Ever since I've updated this Valve truck, no longer does 50k in reverse.
One of the very few maps I do like the chicken shit. Yeah, if you bring up 2 loads of bales, then sell the rest. I wouldn't mind, but yeah, I would really appreciate it. Hey, even stacked the flipping stuff, oh that's... Right. FS, I think you're being infected from the tractor, so... Or if Gareth is watching the chatter. No, don't want to, no. Hey, there it is. Would you want one of these fence FS? I have to go for it. I need another tractor, so I have to go for it. There you go, FPS. Fires in your way. Sorry. Oh, I need a wheel. I need a wheel. Oh.
We don't clear the ears in this fleet.
Do you have a spare wheel somewhere? No?
And you always going with me, you always want a front light on. Save's looking for one.
I need one for fucking that. The planter.
Save's looking for one.
I'm near the shop to film it to go back and get it.
That'd be alright.
That will be alright, that fence already had a new axle put in it after the big slot traffic thing last night. Don't know who moved that, but I'd rather sad when I went to where I was carting back to the VGA and just seen your tractor being parked on the side of the road. I was gonna leave it perfectly jammed in the sign like.
One 1.1. How many cows do I have?
190 or something.
150, 150. $400.
Where do them come feel like?
Wait, the map comes with 150, well, 300-ish.
Oh, they're
Or-
under 50 calves.
Nobody else coming up. Nobody else coming up. Should really take the loader off, but didn't really bother.
You're just a proper dairy farmer, you like.
The loader's
Shouldn't
being
that fentanyl be absolutely, shouldn't that fentanyl be trashed, door smashed, back on the cab absolutely plastered.
He's done 34.4 hours on it. At 1.1 ton weight in the front is just about keeping the front wheels on the ground. keep that there in that fallow ground. Next time would give me 120% extra yield. How's it coming along? It's going good. Got the harvest done. The rest of them are either they're bringing the bales in. Greg's over there ploughing. Yeah, getting through the jobs rightly. So I'll probably take that mod, all the lifting one for implements, probably take it off. Does affect a few things.
The trail more looking left up and then you done follow and then the plough lifts up and it thinks it's still on the ground. You get the rest of them out here with a bucket and get stain picking.
Who's in the John Deere?
Me.
Gammy's tractor.
We'll get to it.
Tell him.
Work away now, like. There is slots hash, but they're allocated to other people.
Good thing about driving a Ultra, nobody ever wants to drive it.
That is actually true. It would be the last tractor I considered moving. It's a nice mod, don't get me wrong, but
Oh, the manual gears would right your heat at times, like.
I like the comfort of the fence myself. More buttons in the cab in the Starship Enterprise.
You know, proper nice edit of that in Game 50 series, Valtra slash Valman. Proper nice flying animal. And you'd be talking like.
You should have to filter on the loader. You know the size of the bonnet on the filter? The loader would be fucking 12 foot in front of you.
We do need for a telehandler around, like. There are loader brackets on my 130 and single player, actually.
I think we're pretty set up for loaders. Got two telehandlers. The fence got the loaders, and the case Puma's got loader brackets, so we don't think we need any more loader tractors. I think we're pretty much set for loaders.
Oh, we're putting a loader on it then, folk. We went to drive it for some unknown reason.
I just put loader brackets, so I just put the loader in the fence because I've done it in single player and it actually looked pretty smart. I was like, oh yeah, well, Speckle's got her in the workshop, you know.
Yeah, to be fair, the 130 I've got the single player in it, so I'll put the loader on that and see with the tombstone in the front, or like just hanging a white block off it. Well, like the front garden does look tidy. But I traded my 170 for a 245 New Holland. Well, wagon and power horn, great hours on hills.
Yeah, but that point Hash said there was slots available on the server, but he nabbed.
Imagine not having enough room for everyone, Johnny.
I know.
Like, you should have
But yes, you should know, Greg, in the past, right? We went from an 8-slot server full, right? People, we'll join. I went and got a 16-slot server, and how many people joined?
Or they joining their complete and utter twats.
It ended up just being the same crowd on every night. You, me, Gareth, Matthew. So at the minute, the 8-slot server is a couple of extra slots wouldn't go amiss for a couple of other people I know wants to join.
Or better having 5 or 6 folk that actually come on and just work than 16 that are complete.
Got 2 other people that I know from the past. That will come out and give me a hand if there's like the night that there's no one really on. They'll come in. So we've actually got reserve drivers now, Greg. This is a fucking first. Swear to God, in 17, I could have put a map on. I could have put a 16-slot server and had it filled every night of the week, and then it just sort of tapered off.
Funny as a day at work. Funny boys out there just put a spring in a Volvo. He just took the full hub after it's like full hub and shocky after it's easier. Goes to tighten the tractor then back up. Hang went down about half the fridge or you shouldn't just end the tractor and snap that.
That's near enough a dead cert if you're doing a tractor. If you're doing anything that involves taking the tractor out, I always have a set sitting. I know they do give you some of the Allen key you put in, but 9 times out of 10 they're not seized. It's just
came up fine. It just went to go back on. Oh, you heard of it? Bump.
the best thing I ever did in the 306 whenever I lowered it. My mate told me about them years ago. You get no adjustable. They're like threaded like a. The drop links threaded like a tractor end. They were good forever. She was slammed. Because the 306 would have ate fucking drop links for breakfast. I love the day when I first got it, absolutely slammed. I was driving it back from work and someone got the lights go, can you get it any lower at the back? And I left it up the passenger seat at 2 bump stops and went, no. No. An actual solid at the back. There's no more going down there.
Oh, one of the boys I work with, he had a 530D. He just settled it there and just scrubbed the back tyre like mad, like it was lower than that and you couldn't even track it. I mean, you had to go to the camera box anyway, but like, yeah, it was sitting that low, you couldn't even track gauges on it. That was alright more than that, to be fair.
It was the day that I went to the MOT centre and the trainee tried to fail my 306 because he says the springs in the back were missing.
It's got torsion bar on it.
Precisely my argument, but he says that they were missing. And I says, we go down to the fucking local motor place, motor suppliers, and you can find me rear springs for 306. I'll put them in. and the older MOT boy came over and basically slapped him across the back of the head and go, you stupid fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's just like you're here, like you can pretty much go and do your like mechanic like level 2 or whatever, and then you can go and do your MOT course and just go testing.
Yeah. But unlike yous, we have to take it to an official fucking MOT
centre.
Which is a fair enough point because the amount of backhanders probably would go about would be unfucking real.
Trust me, it's no any better over here.
Here's 50 quid. Give me the pass. But I could see it working here if it was given to only like big dealerships.
Oh, and that Pentland Land Rover over here got done because their MOT centre was in one of their garages, so they had serviced everything, checked them over, then just run them down, chuck them in the MOT ramp, and just go and have a cup of tea because they can't they were right.
I can really see how it can be handy because you can go into your garage, book it for an MOT, say it's got a cracked spring, it can be replaced there and then pass. With us, we have to take it, it'll fail, have to do have to book a retest.
Depends what it is. Like some things you can PRS them and just fix it, and then start like just kind of pause the test, fix it, and then start it again. Or if it's a fail and then a retest, it's literally like log it in for like 5 minutes and then log it out in the issue. But I Pentland Land Rover.
Yeah, TL. Yeah.
They were again. Because they were just taking the down, sitting in the ramp because they can't they were right. Well, one of their testers had forgot to log out a test. Like at midnight, logged out on his phone, different IP address. Both are sat at the gate waiting on them. Come in, oh you've got cameras, check the cameras and on them on video just dumping motors and going to cups of tea in that.
Yeah, the rest of the straw bales can be just taken up and sold because of we're gonna have if we do need any more bales, we've got that other filled harvest when it's ready, so. And yeah, whenever you get the bales done, if you want a couple of years, can hit it with a bit of slurry or a bit of muck, whatever.
You hear some right funny stories of folk getting caught at dodgy MOTs, like folk get caught like 4 in the morning and that half cut.
My mate of mine over here, every year he posted his tax book to his mate in England's garage. Got it M1. And he sent it away one year and the place got fucking raided by the fraud squad. My mate got a phone call like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. How come your tax book's here, but your car's still registered Northern Ireland? I was gonna try. I was gonna get it on the ferry to come over, just set the tax book over her head. The funniest thing about cars I've seen recently was the R32 Golf that was for sale on Facebook over here, and the guy put it up with, say, 95,000 miles for sale, R32 Golf, genuine miles, blah blah blah. And the first comment was, I sold you that Golf 4 years ago and I had 130,000. What happened? Oh.
Not being funny, like, but right, this might just be. But see if I had sold somebody a motor, and then I seen it got for sale again, and it had been clocked. I just laughed to myself and say nothing.
But the best part about it is, say nothing was said about it, and the guy took it to his first MOT, that he owned it. They're gonna go around and tell you, yeah, by the way, your car's been clocked because the last MOT you had 140,000 miles on it.
Oh, aye, the boy's definitely put his phone on fly and clonked it.
I nearly had a heart attack today, right? I went to deliver it, after the subscriber alert goes off. I went to just say, deliver a NOx sensor for a Volkswagen Caddy.
Aye.
395 quid? You had a heart attack?
Oh, I can top that. 06 Skoda Octavia.
Dave, thank you for subscribing. Sorry, yep.
06 Skoda Octavia, it rotted through right over the back box, got onto the exhaust. Centre section was 200 and odd quid. 50 TPS, which is like Volkswagen genuine parts pretty much. And then for the back box section it was 400 and odd pound, and it was on back order. The welder was cracked out on that.
I love, but see the way some people come into us and they'll buy like a non-genuine part, and then they'll go, but that's not a genuine part. But you go, this is what Volkswagen uses, it's just different because it's their brand on it. You know, the same company makes that sensor, it's just branded differently, and oh no, it can't be.
The only reason that we even thinking TPS was because nobody else could get one for it. And then we heard that price and just went, sure, we'll be able to do something with it.
But people seem to think that an aftermarket part is inferior, but most times, 9 times out of 10, it is the genuine one, just not with the redub or...
Only thing I'd be kind of wary is some sensors in that.
Yeah, electrical.
Aye.
I can agree, some electrical stuff can be... Not always, but sometimes it can be different.
Sometimes it, aye.
I looked at the price of that NOx sensor and I thought 30 quid for an O2 sensor was expensive. But the best part was it was being sold, it was being taken to the local council, so it's basically our tax money's paying for it, so you know. I would dread to know what the Volkswagen price would have been.
I hear, see, sometimes you'd be surprised.
I was
like, my boss has genuinely priced stuff before and then phoned like genuine, and then it's actually wound up cheaper.
I was actually surprised that when I worked in Volkswagen, it was cheaper to buy the airflow meters from Mercedes than Volkswagen. What was it the other day? What was it the other day? What was it? The customer came in the other day and they were being quoted by Hyundai. 35 quid for a rear wiper.
Oh, you're not them boys are wild on price like.
AFS Landscaping, welcome to the stream. I used to see the attraction of Hyundai whenever they were cheap to buy, but now they're not cheap to buy.
Why, they're not cheap in parts.
And the parts are fucking through the fucking roof. I think for a set of standard Hyundai i10 wheels without tires, you're talking 700 quid. For a set of 13-inch standard i10 wheels was like 800 quid, and you're... You be just better off going back instead of fucking BBS fucking wheels for it.
Imagine one of them on VBS.
Oh. They've came a long way, but the i10 looks rather good now. It used to be a fucking hateful looking thing.
And what are proper hateful Citroen P1s and P500s?
Well, C1s are not. They're out the Agos. So. The French can't get the French. The French can't get the blame of that one.
No, but I'm not even saying that because it's French. Just because there's just no nice wee motors like.
For a city car.
Aye, see for that, fair enough.
Do you know what I'd always be worried about? Seeing the older C1s especially, a rear end hit if you were the back passenger, because your head is basically hitting the back window. So if anything comes through that back window, you are toast. You imagine sitting in the back of a C1, Greg, and watching a 40-footer come hurtling towards you, you're just gonna go, oh well, that's it, I had a good life.
I'd kick my seat clean at the wall. I'd be kicking the driver through the front with me.
Yeah, the old C1s were the definition of tin can. Yeah, you thought the Saxos were tin canny? C1. It's hard to imagine Peugeot's done away with the GTI. Like that's.
Have they?
Mhm.
They must have been the only car manufacturer who nowadays just slaps at their sport model and everything.
ST line, FR line,
FR lines,
GT
R
line.
lines. Right.
The best one was the 208, right? You could buy a 208, or back in the day, the XS badge used to mean sporty.
Aye.
And the 208, you know what the XS badge got you? You got the XS badge, you got green wing mirrors, and that's about it really. There was no difference, no difference whatsoever, just a set of green mirrors and a badge. I just think this actually might be a good thing to stop building the GTIs, because the Golfs are just getting heavier and heavier and heavier.
Aye, but it's like everyone. Like,
if you took a Golf GTI standard and stripped the ballocks out of it and lost about half a ton, it would be an absolute fucking weapon to behold.
like genuinely, motors nowadays it's like, oh, safety, 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 and they get bigger and bigger, and yet, and they've got smaller engines in them, and yet there's still no rumour in them.
That was the biggest. Whenever the 197 Clio came out, all the 182 owners went and, you know, obviously the new thing, get the 197, and within about a week everyone was taking the 197s back and wanting their 182s back. Because for the weight and the horsepower difference.
To be fair, we had a waiting on it. Like a kind of a 10 plate Clio or something in the day.
I like it. The newer ones look actually, but they are getting bulkier. But you know what gets me? Do you know the Honda Civic, the new one?
Aye.
What's with the three tailpipes on the R? That looks fucking hideous. There's like two and then a wee one in the middle. It's like.
Johnny, look at the neck of the back of them now.
I was never really a big Honda Type R fan, but the not the newest one, not the one before the triangle one, but see the one before it. They actually aged pretty nice.
They were alright looking things, and then these new, and they literally went and slapped them.
But my cousin has a new one, like, and for the ugliness, it's a weapon to behold. I'll give it its dues. It has got poke. But the three exhausts in the back, I don't really know why that was ever a thing.
Tell you something that would go extinct if it was stripped of Golf R. Like, them things are fit to go the new, like, see one of them stripped off.
The only problem with the Golf R right at the minute is every single, it's like the RS.
Oh,
every Tom, Dick and Harry has one. They're the most common, like they're.
prominent muck line, but they're fit to shift line.
Oh, the 172s, right? The 172 cups were nice. I like them and the bit like a China blue in them. They were really nice. You know what the best thing was? I was delivering parts to Quick Fit, right? And there was a top. I don't mean basic R. I mean top off the range. And do you know what it was? A mobility car.
Oh, here, I don't even see the right.
It had the performance package wheels.
See the amount of mobility motor cars that you hear, and you look at them going, what is mobility about that? It's sat on the deck, on sport suspension.
You walk into Quick Fit, right, and they're fitting Michelin tires to a car, you can go, that's a mobility car, because no one else can afford a Michelin tire.
Question ever was, there was a side boy at the MOT's firm. The boy, he brought away his motor up to get tyres, and he was like, there's a local tyre fitting place near us, and they bollocks something on it. I think they're trying to grappling or something on it, and bollocks that up. And then, so Chris fixed that, and then brings it up to us to get a tyre. And he's like, oh, where are you taking it? Like, this is the boy to Chris, and he's like, don't take it to Quick Fit, don't take it to Angle Park. And he's like, I'm taking it up to West London. And he's like, and watch them fit the tyre. And he's like, aye, right,
Quick Fit have the contract for mobility.
And the best thing ever was, he was like, oh, once I take this back, he's gonna ask me to torque out these wheels in front of him.
I used to dread customers like that.
Like you said, he's a nice guy, but he's just always got 101 questions, and he's like, oh, let me torque these wheels in front of him.
I used to hate. That was my last job. We used to have an really old R32 Golf came in, and it would come in, he's a real fussy, and it would be all, you know, those yellow posted stickers, don't move seat, don't change radio station, blah 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 blah. My last job was that car, and I went in and I changed everything. Radio stations, climate control, moved all the seats around, adjusted the wing mirrors, done everything.
See if it said don't move seat, I would just write one on the fly. Couldn't test drive, couldn't drive car comfortably.
I went to service a Fox, with the wee Volkswagen Fox, and the customer says don't move my seat, and the wee idle, I couldn't get in.
Well, here there's this wee green Mazda that we get in, right? And my boss goes one day, oh, go and turn that round, because that's how you want to ride it. And I got in this thing, put the seat fully back, and I was still like, Jesus.
I would love to get all the old people that sits really close to the steering wheel, right, and let them see an airbag going off.
I actually don't know how many they can drive like that. But I suppose it explains why they all drive out like 5 miles an hour.
That used to really bug me when I was doing Amazon deliveries, getting your year to rush and working your nuts off, and you get somebody dollar in front of your ears, skirt, you know, the blood pressure would go through the roof.
That's when you're following somebody and there's steady flow traffic coming the other way, and every slight bend in the road or a lorry comes and they're damming the brakes, and you're going, what are you doing?
Or cyclists.
Sure, you just knock them off.
And then they have a go at you, and you're like, I pay my road tax, I pay my insurance. Do you pay tax on the road? No.
Funniest thing ever was when my boss's dad pulling out the very steins. Cyclists coming, like they're kind of held into there, and then like the junction's just on the side of the main road. But the cyclist coming down in, and he's obviously seen big stand pull, thinking he's gonna pull out. So I think this boy's swerved into the junction a bit, thinking, oh, he's gonna go. But he never scalped the side of this transit, snapped the front fork, the bike and went flying out the front of the transit.
At that point, I know it's bad, like, but I probably wouldn't stop laughing for about 2 or 3 days. Right, I'll be back in a second. Toilet break.
I dead on, you can plug the bits in between the telephone poles.
there was a rather good TikTok today. I was watching, Greg. It was a English bloke and a French girl, and they were talking about the energy prices. And the English guy was like, our energy companies are owned by private, and the French girl was going, ours is publicly owned, and blah blah blah. England went, or the UK energies went up like say 70%, and then France's went up 4%. And the France girl goes, all our money goes back into EDF. And the English guy goes, my supplier's EDF? Oh yeah, yeah. And the French girl goes, yeah, that's why we made 1.6 million off you last year. It's energy, and electric is publicly owned in France. Oh, our government had a good one today, Greg.
What's that?
Our government hasn't worked in years. Anyway, they had, do you know the way you get that £400 supplement to help with energy bill rises?
Alright,
England and all rolled theirs out with no problems in Northern Ireland. We're still working on ours, and today they went back to work, and the thing they came across with, we're going to set up a task force to start and set it up now.
Pulled an absolute blinder here. I came to the other end of the field and left a big fella to plough in between the telephone poles.
I'm just chugging away nicely with my wee thunder. Oh man, I've done an epic fucking stage last night in Dirt Rally, and I was like, this is gonna be fucking one for YouTube. Went back into the recordings. Yeah, Johnny had fucking forgot to fucking push record. Oh man, it was the most perfect stage I think I've done yet. And I was like, oh fuck. Really getting back into it. I'm actually quite enjoying it, just not streaming it, just chilling out. I love watching on YouTube the Irish co-drivers. Keep her lit, Jimmy, keep her lit there, keep her lit, keep her lit.
Nah, it's when they're stuck behind somebody, boys sit there chucking the wheel all directions, and co-drivers sit there punching the horn, trying to punch the centre with it.
There was one that spent more time laughing through the stage than he actually did, and then the guy lost his place. He was laughing so much he let the co-driver lost his place, and then he was looking like, oh no,
Nah, it's when you see videos of your rally cars, like, you know, they come over like the brow of a hill and it's like a hairpin right or something, and folk are like, oh, they should have known to slow down, and it's like, aye mate, slow down when they're mid-air, how are you working that one out?
I think the best rally stage ever was when Colin McRae, during the night, pitch dark, and his lights went out, and he still had full faith in the co-driver just to keep going flat out. Couldn't see nothing. Like, he had the absolute faith.
I drove flat through a minefield.
Or it was the one, there was like an S-bend, but it was like an Africa rally, and it was everyone had to slow down, you know, it was really ruddy, but the Colin McRae's co-driver had found a wee shortcut to nip across it, and they got to it. He was like, he got to it, so he said something like, implement plan B, and could you see him cutting across, not even slowing down, just whoa.
You ever seen the line where it's in some arena and it's against like it's like a time, then like it's like 10 blocks already went, Colin McRae goes and chucks a motor on it roof twice.
I don't think I've seen that one. Camp Block, I don't have any fucking...
Oh, I don't know anything about him, like, honestly, Colin McRae goes and genuinely does a full barrel roll with a motor.
Ah, that was Colin McRae's trademark.
Motor lands back on its wheels.
No matter how far Colin McRae was ahead, he still had it flipping pinned to the floor.
or straightening things out with rocks because they're not allowed any tools.
The best one was like one of the 206 WRCs that broke the wheel or something, and they were driving back and it was in the UK rally, and they were driving back to the service, and it was on 3 wheels, and the police stopped them and said, "You can't go any further." Sitting arguing with them, like.
I'm surprised he even stopped for them.
If you're arguing with the world champion rally driver, I think he can control a car with 3 wheels. I think he can. Well, the other one, the co-driver had to sit on the front left of the bonnet to balance the car out to get it to the service station.
Oh, I seen one and it was like, I think it's the absolute belt there, Ellinger's on, and he would tell me to go easy. And then he went around the thing and absolutely wrecked it, and they're sat there interviewing the team manager. You could just tell he's absolutely raging.
What was it? One of the last F1 races. I think it was a Red Bull. I think they wanted Verstappen's mate to slow down and let Verstappen through, and it basically was no, it was Ferrari. And basically went no. It's like, let him through. No, no. You want to pass? You have to work for it.
I get they have their reasons for it, but see, to be honest, see if somebody come across ready to go at me, "Oh, go and let your teammate pass," I'd just be like, "Suck my balls."
Well, that was Eddie Irvine's rule during the whole Schumacher's reign, was you let him through. I don't think I have watched a rally stage in years.
I just watch clips of occasionally on YouTube.
Whenever they went to the whole aero stuff, that just kind of... it lost the appeal for me.
Classic stuff's good to watch. And they give you escorts and that there.
Oh yeah.
They're right things to watch.
T05, T16 or Audi Quattro full chatter. Oh.
See when everything goes fully electric. Like, yeah, it's gonna happen. As much as I hate it, it's gonna happen. Rallying's gonna die.
Sure, look at e-racing and F1. The most dreary fucking...
Like rallying, as soon as you're in the end, you're screaming through the middle of the woods.
Bring back the Group B rally, oh the hell yeah. The glory days of rallying. Whenever they didn't care about the environment, it was just go faster.
I knew we're all interpreting the rules.
Yep. Peugeot. Making their turbo pipes expand during the rally, and then it would come in and stop and cool down. They would shrink back to the same size as the regulations.
see when you hear from the things for rally teams have done over the years to get urban rules.
Lancia.
Like you, how can you prosecute them for that genius? Like the fact they put in more effort to get around the rules than just sticking to them.
It's like if they hadn't have fucked, sorry my language, but fucked F1 over doing with all this regulations and shit. Think of the cars now, they'd be going around about Mach 3.
Crash out, they'll only Henry over it, suck you up, like, but...
Be just a fucking cloud, be a red mist.
It's like when folk are ranting right about the on TV and that, and it's like, oh, why folk died, and it's just like...
But once...
They do it all again if you gave them a chance.
That's like, I hate people that argue about fucking football's better than racing and F1. My argument has always been enough. Say any form of racing, you make one mistake and you could end up speed.
Right, there need well, I suppose in F1 there would be, but I suppose all of them like proper high championship level racing, there's good money in it, like, but
I don't think I would. I don't think I don't think somehow I'd fancy hurtling towards a wall at 180 mile an hour going, I hope this thing holds together.
But see when folk are like, oh, I don't know how they can do that, or like see like a road racing on a motorbike. The adrenaline rush, just literally watching fence posts look like a straight line. They're just solid posts, like, oh.
That must be that bike. That Ironman TT must be the biggest adrenaline rush known to man.
Like yeah, it must be.
Yeah. It was a time. There was our Joe Gas Monkey.
Aye.
They stayed on the TT this year, and Richard had it on his YouTube page, and he was standing at the pit straight, and they're just a. It's just a blur. The look on his face was like, holy good god.
Yeah, see when you see some of the saves that them boys are pulling off in that race, oh my.
Well, was there anything else they'd done? If you want, you can put if there's a trailer free, put a bag of seed on it and bring it up to the field. I think I might need a bit of seed.
Racing in general must just be a one hell of an adrenaline rush, like.
Aye, but they always go on about F1, but oh sure it must be easy now, but the geforces, those people have to go like they make it look simple because they're professionals. You go and try it, you be fucked. Look at Richard Hammond, fuck's sake, couldn't even get it going without stalling the damn thing.
Right. Just to me, like, rallying's where actually.
Oh, I know. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Like, but F1's impressive. Like, fair play to them boys, because it genuinely will be easy. But just I don't know.
I know. Rallying and road racing is just a different level altogether. But
and well, to be honest with you, it's funny as anything when you're not proper F1 fans.
The only time I ever get really wound up is whenever people try and compare F1 to football, and that just gets my blood pumping. Sure, I was down there a couple of months ago at my sister's house, and my brother-in-law was like, "There's Man City, and see, do you know how much that back line is? Those 3 or 4 players. That's 150 million worth of players. I went for that kind of money, they better let any fucking goals through. For that kind of fucking money, like."
Christ, what was it? A boy had been in China for 5 years or something. They all just go to China for money, like nobody goes there to actually.
Like America, it's like soccer in America.
They all just go for money. A boy's been paid like 100 million in 5 years.
What, for 60 minutes every couple of weeks? Every couple of weekends? I don't mind watching football when it's like the amateur leagues where the people have like their plumbers and builders and they just do it as a hobby, but when it gets to the big leagues where there are millions, it's a bit interesting.
I'll watch the odd game. Well, I say watch it. If it's on TV when I'm in dinner or something, I'll pay it a bit of attention, like, but don't really care about it.
I just don't. I just don't get the money involved. I just don't.
TV in it. TV ads and dual weight players and that.
How can one player be 100 million? I'm sure there's talent involved somewhere, like, but not 100 million pounds for the talent. Like.
But see how folk sit there and go, oh, it's talent, this, that and the other. See, like, probably a good 90% of the, like, proper well-known players, MD goes in, like, tapping them when they're wrong about when they're in.
But the other good thing about road racing is 80% of the road racers are just everyday.
Aye.
It's not their profession, it's just their hobby, really.
Christ, even Guy Martin. Like, he's like, aye,
Did you ever watch the Subaru going around the TT?
No.
Watch it. Oh, that guy's got fucking watermelons in his trousers. The size of the must be fucking... I think he was top out. I think he averaged like 150 miles an hour. Average speed round it. I know it's not as impressive as a bike, but in a car that is a fucking... The guy was doing the commentary over it. The guy that was doing the racing, he basically done the voiceover. And he was doing 175 round a corner. And it wiggled. That was just a wee wiggle. Yeah. At that point my trousers would be full of brown stuff.
That's like one of your quiz bike riders about, oh, what happened here, and bikes about flipped, and they're just going, what? It's just a wee wiggle.
Yeah. Are you the real sell point, maybe? No. Yeah, unless it's got an engine, I'm not really interested in anything else.
Sure, 90% of the time folk mention electric engines, well, not engines, electric motors, and big batteries. Well, you always rant on the boot performance, but where's the fun in being able to do 150 when it's silent? And inside that Tesla's like just...
To be quite honest with you, I think Tesla has had their fucking day.
Yeah, they're incredibly overrated. See the inside of them, it's just...
They're just a fucking status symbol now.
Like they're just...
The second,
incredibly basic inside for...
as everyone always says, as soon as like the big names like Audi, Porsche, Volkswagen get their act together, Tesla's gonna be a thing of the past.
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%.
I can get the performance aspect, but nothing is ever gonna compare to an internal combustion.
Sound, I'll finish it.
Nothing beats a good old Subaru Impreza, anti-lag and turbo chatter and backfiring like a fucking motherfucker.
Nah, see, even just the sound of an Impreza just going steady or just idling.
It's just
I
the
genuinely love
Impreza. The Subaru Impreza's engine is probably my most favourite engine note ever.
Like, I genuinely love them. See if I won the lottery. I'd have the cleanest Impreza on the planet.
It's the fact that you hear an Impreza coming, you know it's an Impreza.
Oh, you can for a fact.
Without even seeing it.
You just hear that note and you're just like, aye.
It used to be one or two you come down to the track region for track days.
Yeah.
And then of course one day the EVO group came down. And the EVO's going around and they're just like basically sound like a Corsa with a back box, and then the Subaru's going around and the ground just shakes. Just like, oh.
I see when you hear folk all like ranting and raving, comparing them like, oh, the EVO's faster, but I'm still, it could be a flying fake if the EVO's faster. Subaru sounds 10 times nicer.
Subaru just had one of the most iconic engine noises ever. Like.
Oh, they are, man sounds like.
It's just even on Takeover.
I know they just off.
I remember
proper looking things as well. Like.
I remember I went to a drag event years ago near me, and there was one Subaru that looked the most. It was like a 1998 Subaru WRX, and it was the roughest looking thing known to man. And it was sitting at the line ready, just 2 cars back, getting ready to get warmed up, and it sounded the most lumpiest, misfired. It generally just sounded like it was falling apart, and I was clearly wrong, because that thing was tuned to the bollocks out. It's the only Subaru I've ever seen in my life. It actually tried to fucking wheelie down the track. It just went, it just disappeared. You know, it sounded like it was idling like a 500 RPM, but lights turned green, and that thing fucking took off. I don't know what he had done to it, like, but by God, that thing went. Oh, that was just. It's like the kind. It was like the kind of car you sort of look at, you just turn your ass crap, you know, that sort of thing. But and it rattled in the second gear. It just fucking chattered, backfired, and took off. I was like, oh.
Seen one on TikTok, and it was like a Civic, but you like drag tires, EP3 Civic or whatever, drag tires in the front, yeah, different alloys against this S5 up at Crail in Scotland, and it's like you can actually tell things gonna go. But I'm not joking, it takes half a line, you're like, oh, it's not that quick. There's this sequential box in it, and I swear to God, this thing caught second and turned, and you genuinely, you just seen the distance sort of thing, you're like, Jesus Christ, that thing is moving.
Hey, Declan, how's it going? Oh, if you ever got on YouTube, there was an old one, it was just the same, it was just a wee 4-cylinder. It was like an old 1998 Civic at the lights, and like a Corvette pulls up alongside, the guy shouts over, the Corvette shouts to the Civic, what are you running in there? And he's just a wee 4-cylinder, and the lights turn green, and this thing fucking takes off like a fucking skull, the fucking cat down the road. Oh, there was another good TikTok today, Greg. There was a guy stopped at the lights, and he shouts over to the girl, and the girl shouts, I've got a boyfriend, and he's like, I was just gonna tell you you've got a flat tire. The girl, she was like, would you help me? Get your fucking boyfriend to help you. Ah, no problem, Matthew. Not a problem, lad. We're just taking over, lad.
Yeah, we just had see the RS section from the the noise that thing makes.
Old or new?
Yeah. See, to be brutally honest with you, I think it's a 15 or a 16 plate.
I like the really old ones.
It's on a private plate, like, but oh, honestly, that'd be another thing that we get involved in the Arctic.
Because whenever I was an apprentice, and 3 guys, and the owner had one, but he never used to drive it. Now he passed my test, he came in. Well, I didn't really understand what the whole RS was, just an estate Audi to me, basically, and he was, you want to take that down to the petrol station and put some petrol into it, and I went down, and I came up the roundabout and just tapped each other, and then, fuck, Jesus.
Oh, I did that thing mapped out like it's in like 700 horsepower on the same. Boy, I worked, we took it a test drive and filmed it, and I'm no joking, this thing wasn't even trying, and it was literally like cruising pretty much, and all speedo was just...
The car I always liked in Volkswagen was the old, it was the Volkswagen Passat W8. Because it didn't look anything special, but the traffic branch used them for a reason, Greg.
See, to be fair, see as far as wagons go, I would say Audi have always kind of built some pretty tidy ones.
I like the way that Audi used to do up a really fast estate, but it didn't make it look like a fast Audi, you know, it didn't... if you didn't know what it was, you just look at it and go in the state. But
see, to be fair, see estates done right for actual some really tidy ones.
do you know what's for sale near me? I've never seen one in my life. It's an EVO 9 estate. It's an import, and I don't like Evos, but that's something about that just looks...
Evos are a nice enough motor, but it's just, I don't know, Impressors just...
It just shocked me that I didn't... You know, I've never seen something like that before.
See some of them imports that you see, oof.
He actually's got all. He actually is for sale also in this S14 convertible. Didn't know that there used it.
You just kid for a fact somebody's gonna buy that and make it a drift car.
Aye, wrap around a fucking tree is what you mean. Think
Or
they're
that.
think they're Camp Block. All the gear and no idea comes to fucking line.
The Japanese. Oh, this is for driving easy. It comes over here. Some absolute heat case going to a country line at 110.
There was a time right near me there's like a. It was originally built as a runway for World War II, but never was used. So the farmers use it now just for stories, and that's where you used to go to do a bit of drifting at night. And there's a fella rocks up. My mate's well, he's good at drifting. Let's just put it that way. He did it for a while in championship, but anyway, guy rocks up in a Skyline R32, tries to drift it, doesn't drift. Oh, it must be the car's fault. The car does that. And my mate went over and gives the keys. My mate had that thing fucking dancing around the fucking cones. He came back, he threw the keys up, and he goes, "You're a fucking crap driver. That's what you are. Don't fucking blame the car." That's one thing I actually like. I like watching this drifting.
See, like the completions of like genuinely like on mirror to on mirror.
It's the transition always gets me during when they change
Aye.
direction. But how do they? I can't get around my head how they know the back car knows. It's
Like it just looks so in sync, and yet they're really communicating off.
My small mind doesn't compute how they know the the rear car knows when he's no. It just doesn't compute correct. I don't know.
I'd be T-boning folk for fun.
I'd be in the fucking first fucking buyer I could get to. Because that fella Cletus, he's went into the drifting there, and you watch the Americans drift, and you're like, that's not drifting.
Oh, I'm to see like that. You like proper like championship drifters. Oh Christ almighty, the boys are.
James Dean.
Sure, I mean, I've seen one like a 14-year-old on the chaser with him, you know, my Christ almighty, that white drive.
That was like up near me. There's a place called Nuts Corner, and they were doing a drift event, and there's like a 14, 15-year-old going about in a fireproof suit, and I was like, what the fuck's he doing? What the fuck? And he clearly steps into an M3 BMW drift car. Like, oh, what?
Oh no, jet like that way the toft. Quickly with that proper by like.
He had the best sticker in the back. Sponsored by Dali. Drifting is just, they make it look so damn easy, but oh, it's just the angle the wheel goes at is just. I've tried it once and it didn't end too good. Like, just put that one. Let's just say the MX-5 might have needed a couple of bits pieces on the back axle.
Tell you shot out for on the lot of TD5 Defender, short wheelbase 90.
Some of those newer, some of the ones that people would chin up are absolute flipping.
Genuinely, I hate Land Rovers, but I just sorry about Defenders.
A short wheelbase, I'm with you in the short wheelbase. A long wheelbase, not a fucking mission. The old Defender, you just knew that it would go anywhere.
Aye.
And with the skinniest, with the skinniest tires known to man, it would go anywhere too.
The TD5 are right, you like turn them thing with that 300 horse. Quite hard, yeah, that's what man needed, green and black, like this thing was pretty well through to the bollocks. Say they go out into it one day next time M3. Point them free, put the foot down in the Defender sat wheel. He said he's never seen somebody so confused in his life.
There's a clip on that on the top here. Had a Defender against an old Defender against a Porsche, and the Defender cleaned its cloth.
That Defender was quite awkward how they had such a ring tight.
You know what I would really like? Going down the Jeep route. The original Touareg V10. Not the new one, the original. I just like those.
I don't know, if I was buying a 4x4.
Just whenever the first time I saw the engine being taken out, and you can live in that engine bit. V10, twin turbine. Yeah, and the environment and the fucking the Greta's of the world got in charge, and now they've been reduced to like a V6 or something like that.
Genuinely, I don't know what that is with Defender, but there's something about them.
A nice Defender is, yeah.
For a ring take one back when they, like, customers driving it back from them, honest to God. Yeah,
If you want the FS, you can. There's in this wee small yard across the road. There's a set of rollers. If you want to roll this, you can. Try on grid.
Honestly, every time you change gear, it would just pure class.
You had me at. The only drift car I never really got my head around was the twin cam. Never saw the big fraction looking.
I don't see the big attraction with them. I mean, they're no bad looking, but they're also no like 10 grand motors.
You're lucky to get one now for about fucking 30 grand.
That's true.
Don't get me wrong, that engine is literally probably one of the best engines ever fucking created, but I never got the whole. I never got the whole.
Old Boras and that, like, as much as PDs are fairly bomb-proof engines, the price of them is just wild. Like, they're there anyway. I don't know, I wouldn't say they're rental or here, like, but they're there, it's wild over pay for them. Because the engines are still strong, but the rest of the motors usually.
Irish woodworm has taken effect. At least with the Bora it took about 10 years for the rust to kick in. With the Jet it took about 6 months.
Price screen. What? I think it was a 12-plate Polo. Had a full new sill welding into one side of it and a half a sill welding into the other side. Like, it's just bad. Like,
I've even seen it starting to see Mark 7 Golfs with the paint starting to bubble, and they're not out that fucking long. The last good Golf was the Mark 4. End of story.
the classic front wings rotting out on them.
Well, they all laughed at the French cars. Plastic.
That way it's like all the bad cars, like all the older ones that PDs and that, and the front wingers and just rot out on them because they ram all that foam in and they use hot water.
Alright, Matthew? Alright. No, Greg, it's not I don't really have a beef with the cars, Volkswagen. It's the people that defend them to the hilt is the ones I kind of get the problem with.
Yeah, everything of the issues. Like I tear into French cars, but genuinely, when it comes down to it, they've done some impressive things. Some things I think are just far overcomplicated, but still impressive.
Do you know what's overcomplicated? The Volkswagen suspension systems. How many arms can you fit in one car? upper, lower, backward one, forward.
BMW are worse for that.
Oh, that's true. Very true.
Sat there with like two stupid wee arms and you're like, Jesus. The only annoying thing with the top and bottom wishbones nowadays is that pinch bolt going through the top of the hub.
What was wrong with the good old days? We had one lower arm and that was it.
See, to be fair, I don't really see all that suspension that much these days. The best things we see on it works, L200s and Hiluxes.
Matthew's doing a wild amount of training these days.
Well,
Must be getting ready for the Olympics.
I wasn't training last night, but I was training.
I saw a couple of clips of the lightning in Scotland. Impressive, I may say.
I was kicking up a wee bit like.
Yeah, I think I've fucking caught the full fucking TikTok fucking bug now, for fuck's sake. Too addictive.
I opened it up today and I was like, oh, Johnny hasn't posted anything. And then at about 7 o'clock this evening they came up on my friends, one from this. Oh, just morning message already.
Yeah.
Oh Christ, John, I must try that map as well.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen it on you. Well, read it on you. Some boy off a TikTok saying taking a late lunch in the car trade and it's like just some sound of folk going mental. And some boy comments, this is actually true, I took a late lunch one time and came back to my boss beating his box with a metal mallet because he'd snapped a headphone. I'd sooner take it out in the water and maybe toolbox like.
I was doing the clutch in the 205 in the garage by myself and I could not for the love of me get it lined up. I must have spent about 6 hours in the garage on my back trying to get this thing in by myself. And it wasn't going in, and the anger got built up, and I punched the wing and put a big dent into it, and about a split second after, I was like, why'd you just do that?
Well,
the best part of it was I put the gearbox up on a stand, and I was like, I'm gonna come back and do it tomorrow. I slammed the guy's door, and I heard this bang. I was like, what the fuck was that one in? The fucker slid in by itself. Bastard and thing like. Yeah. I know the 205 isn't the biggest gearbox, but if you were trying to lie beneath the car by yourself and do it, it did, yeah.
but yeah, or if he can got jammed
You
with the
were-
transit
you-
gearbox trying to put it back in himself.
And then the red mist descends, and nothing ever gets done with the red mist descends.
No. Sure, he put a massive dent in his Discovery door, and conked it on one day, and he got genuinely about kicked the passenger door through.
I will always remember that when my first journeyman as an apprentice, he says, if something's not going right, you go out the back and you have a smoke for 5 minutes and come back in afterwards and it'll go in. Just walk away from it. There's no point in...
No, there's nothing worse than when you're just having a time it was having, and somebody walks up and it just falls apart and you're just there going, I did on.
I wish it was all as simple as Ed China made it out to be.
Like, see, you have to work on the stuff that we have to work on, man, we do a mental breakdown.
It was the time he done the 205 GTI and he done the torsion bar and the thing just fell apart in his hand. I went, yeah, it is not true. That is not true. Torsion bars do not come out that easily. Or the best one's the ball joints, Greg. He just taps them to fall out. When's that ever happened?
It's not even that, but he genuinely buys these second-hand motors and never runs into one bolt that's either been molested or not.
It's all down to the penetrating fluid. The guy I used to work with, he fucking detested him. He fucking hated that channel with a severe passion.
Genuinely, especially if you want to start working on motors, you actually just realise how much that is a load of bollocks.
How many times in a day would you reckon you would like to ever find whoever designed a certain bolt to come out and beat their head with a ball peen hammer?
I was for murdering a BMW engineer last week.
Yeah, engineers are just...
Got to pure rip half the boot apart to get into the top shocky bolt in the back of them, and then go to do the air filter and realise that you've actually got to take the scuttle panel off, so that never happened, and swore about it a bit and just rammed the air filter out and then rammed the other one back in, and all.
Yeah, some of the ones that the engineers just clearly have never ever had to work on a car after they fucking designed it. I'd love to meet the person who ever thought the fucking timing belt running through the oil was a good idea. I'd love to fucking meet that person.
Oh, what? We had a belter. A wet belt.
It's a wet belt. Genius, who ever thought of that idea? Genius.
Bosses went to like 20,000 or something.
It's just, or the new one, the new Volkswagen craze, or the new VAG craze, plastic sumps. Genius.
Johnny, everybody's at that, honestly. I swear Motherboard were the first to introduce it.
Alright, no problem, FS.
Either absolute belter. S3 line, like 2 year, no move during lockdown. It's like an 08 plate. Needs a few bits touched up and it'd be like a proper tidy motor, but thing had an idle leak, looked like it was the front crankshaft. Why a boy Darby who's it all off to go into the timing belt and water pump and that, and belt's a bit frayed, fair enough. Still thinking it's crankshaft, pull the belt off. Turns out the last person to do the belt must have dropped the bolt for the timing belt cover. It fell down in and was sat right on the bottom, just next to the crank pulley, and had a whole straight through the front plate that sits at the oil pump, so the oil was just shooting out.
Oh, that could have been so much more. If that wee bolt had fit in and played with the Mr. Camshaft pulley or crankshaft pulley, that would have been a...
It must have been whoever took, put that belt on it. Because genuinely we took it apart and the belt's straight and we're like, oh, good thing he's changing this. Don't really think how much yet. And then here's this wee bolt.
Oh, that's... You wonder how some guys just get away with stuff like that.
It's not even that. See if you just put time belters on it and you drop the bolt and it went down in that cover. Like...
Yeah, no problem, FS, no problem.
Like you'd actually quite happily just strip it all back down to find that bolt.
That's just giving me fucking shivers now.
All my work experience at the garage is just coming back to me now.
One of the boys I worked with said he seen it years ago in a Skoda. Why he'd done time belt and water pump and things, just kept clicking every time I tried to turn over. Turns out that's what he'd done, dropped the bolt doing it and I was taking bolted, jammed the crank.
One of the guys I used to work with sat and watched a fella years ago stripping a gearbox apart and building it back up, and somehow he'd missed a cog. built it all back up, stuck it into it, and yeah. It didn't have third gear. I don't know how he goes, I don't know how the fuck he did it, like, but he did it.
Oh, here, I done that on a transit, put gear cables on it, right? And I've got an adjuster on the one of the cables, so you put it across, just in neutral, but put it across if you're going for like 6. I'm sat there going, hard second, hard fourth, oh shit. What's going on here? And I stuck all the dash in that back together. That one about your to goes, ah, you alright? And I was like, no, this will go into 6. And he goes, oh, aye, there's an adjuster on that. I was like, oh, you could tell me.
I will own up to one right now. I done a water leak on a Golf, and I lost a 10mm. I had the whole interior right, put it back in, 10mm missing, went, ah, fair enough, probably dropped somewhere. Car came back in about a week later with a rattle. I took the car predict where was my 10mm in the wee gutter channel rolling up and down the car. Hee hee.
Could have been an awful lot worse.
Done that before. Somebody's about to fill their motor at the garage, and I'm like, oh, burn it a minute. Oh, there it is.
I did leave my socket on a sump bung before, and next year I came in for service, and I took the sunder tray up, and there was my socket still on the sump bung, surprisingly. Very happy.
Sure, an iron lead that doesn't work.
Hingy turbo in a Golf R and stood under it, just kind of spraying all the way down off the subframe and that. Yeah, looking at this thing going, what is that? Literally, between the subframe and the steering rack, there was a random 22mm spanner absolutely jammed in. like it wasn't like this thing had just fell, like it actually jammed in. What was it myself, a spanner that day, but couldn't even get the thing out. This ought to be interesting. Is China doing brake pipes? Am I missing something here? Why is he fixing that Range Rover? Why is he even worried about brake pipes? The thing's stone rotten.
Is he not? Is he still on this fucking?
Oh no, this video's from a year ago.
Alright, that one.
But
In my eyes, when I first saw the first video of that, I went, that should clearly just go to the scrapyard. Yes, just take it now.
it's literally, you don't know about them brake pipes and the camera's panning over it, you can literally see around like rear subframe bushes and that is just rotten.
Oh, the whole thing was fucking rotten from start to finish. One.
I'd love to see them doing padded discs on this. From my experience, band over caliper bolts tend to go from, I suppose, a 13 multi-spline to clean round as soon as you look at them. Here, poor John must absolutely hate his life. He's the man to get shafted with all the bad jokes, isn't he?
See that fella Pauls came back into YouTube. You know the way he does that like fan mail thing like halfway through his YouTube videos? I wonder how many certain letters go through when you're a lying bastard. These bolts don't fucking turn like this.
People sat there going, you said this was a 17mm and I can't get a socket to grip it.
I have been currently beating this 205 GTI's torsion bar 3 days straight with a sledgehammer, and you told me this was easy. And China's first reply, have you used enough pellet fitting fluid?
Could just imagine doing 4-wheel alignment on like an Audi or something. All the camber bolts would be free as anything.
Even the dreaded, the pinch bolt for your ball joint, he never seems to replace one of them either.
Oh, here, don't even.
And they're genuinely the first thing to go whenever you even look at those things. They shear off.
I swear to God, some of them are made of chocolate. Like, you literally try everything, heat them to absolute death, chop the shit out of them with a hammer, put a wee 13mm spanner or whatever on them, just a wee spanner. Wait, why is one end of this turning and another isn't? Oh, bollocks.
Whenever you put the fucking air gun and put the spanner on the other end and you whiz it off and then you go, why is this bolt not got any threads anymore? Fuck. That's one thing I've never seen. That's one thing I've never seen Ed China do. Ring a bolt off.
You're literally just about to say that. He's quite literally undoing rotten brake pipe fittings with a spanner.
That doesn't happen. Nope. That doesn't happen. That is a fucking lie right there.
I talk on them, and when that fails, you get the mollies out. This man's cut these brake pipe to put new engine and bolted them back on.
You'd love to invite him to like a real garage and here, knock yourself out there.
You'd have a breakdown working with us because we're all a bit mental.
Don't even want to know. I just mind my own business.
Trust me, it was one of them moments you're just like, right, fair enough.
I really do need to get Declan back on the server to get another Declan comment of the day.
But Declan badly wants to go back on the server himself.
You're missing all the work, lad.
Some lights will not faint like.
Oh, it's just yeah. Whenever they're facing the right direction, yes. But whenever Greg gets his hand on the simple IC and they're fucking like basically fucking the airplane spots searchlights for fuck's sake.
Pure FS farmers gonna suffer like.
This is just fucking bliss. This is. I'm not really worrying about what other people are doing right now. It's just.
I really might be worried about Greg.
We've got an thing to play with.
the only time to worry about whenever he goes, ah, fuck.
When he goes really quiet and you sent him to the shop or something.
Oh, whenever he goes to the shop, you know he's starting to get stuff. You know what's happening. Like he's putting every single thing in one trailer. You know, that's just...
He else had a wee mishap saying you should be worried meanwhile there's me.
Oh, I got another corker of a message. You shouldn't be playing that map because it's not the official one on Model. I must do a compilation video sometime of all the comments I get. It would be fucking hilarious.
If I took a screenshot every time the same person sent me a message on Discord with a different name. Open memory I was telling you about hell out there during the week or the weekend.
Yep.
Again today, and I sat there for about 2 minutes. Ooh, the fuck was the... Scrolled up with the last couple of messages he sent me. Now I don't mind, but like, for fuck's sake, keep the same name. Who are you trying to catfish here about?
Never know.
The top end and we're done in this film.
Where does Stroll come from?
Remember the first one of the first times in the server in 22 we tried to plant grass. Remember how much grass seed it took?
Oh, that was
Aye.
cool, I remember.
we quite literally were putting it in at about 4 ton an acre.
That was a fucking shocking, like really, chance, really?
Like, I genuinely don't know how they actually tested that and went, a 4 ton hopper in one pass like a 30 acre field, that's realistic.
You couldn't get you couldn't even get 3/4 of the way down the field. We had to have someone that night just carrying fucking seed constantly.
Genuinely could not believe that. Literally, I was on a drill and it's just sat there ticking away like a clock and I'm sitting there going, Jesus Christ.
I yet again stressed, does Giants really ever test anything anymore? Hey Liam, how's it going? I was actually quite enjoyable. I actually did. Oh, didn't notice that before. She's got the time markers on the steps.
I've seen that.
I generally was not going to even consider using this all the time, but I'm starting to agree on this. For a small tractor, it's like
It's the Declan Ernie touch.
I said bollocks, I can't fold his link arms up when he's got weight on.
You just get away from my fucking IC. I wish there was a way I could lock that fucking IC. I dread even know what you've done to fucking his fucking light.
Just don't pay too much attention to his beacon as a link arms or work lights.
Only a 13-hour day, Liam. You're slowing down, lad.
Johnny, I think you need to have a weight block there, son.
You're alright, Liam. You can join me. At least you have the mods. So I keep that link on the hush hush.
Ed China is actually full of absolute rubbish. Bright pipe fittings that come out with a spanner. He then reuses them. I've only reused like 2 bright pipe fittings, and that was because I never had any choice. Because of Mark 5 Gulf, stupid fat things.
There were some things. It was a time, remember years ago you had the MR2, the red MR2, and he rattle canned it supposedly, and it came out in glass silk. That's not. That's bullshit. And it was a perfect colour match too out of a 10. Yeah, Pull the other one. Suppose I have to roll this now before we even contemplate password and thing, because giants crops grow like instantly. We'll see. Detect with this GPS on. I generally don't know why people would ever could even consider using the actual GPS mod.
More accurate.
To be brutally honest with you, I downloaded GPS, put it on like free tractor and single player for mode, and I have used it about 3 times. Because half the time I keep forgetting how it works and I just send it on.
At least with this one here, you don't have to fit it to anything, it comes stock.
Oh, what a ninja.
Just keep on bubbling, baby. What time it is?
Oh, a new shape T7230.
Actually, do you like this rolling model? I was toying with the idea of doing a season save, but I just couldn't be bothered. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to expand our slurry tank at the yard at some stage.
Johnny,
Mm-hmm.
perfect comment on a China video. Love the way you don't skip the problems. Usually rushed, we all encounter.
I'd love to see his comments held for review section.
These price would actually like vanish off the face of the earth if they seen some of the things that we used to work on.
Then skip 2 or 3 runs over.
Oh, he's one of them weirdos with pure bend brick pipe, perfect like the Belgians.
The best one I used to work, well, briefly worked for Fiat Greg. They had the Fiat Pinto brake pipe recall, so they came, you know, pre-built from the front to back. the delivery driver couldn't have fit them into his van, so he fucking bent them all over. They were all fucking kinked. This is genius, this is what.
I knew they were steel pipes as well, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Christ.
There was like fucking 40 sets of fucking brake pipes I had to chuck out because they were fucking just worthless. Fucking genius, like that.
What process in his head? People to bend these.
But it's not even. But it wasn't even like they were in a cardboard box. They were just pipes. You clearly look at it and go, I'll just set these in. Yeah.
Can you imagine him for processing his head? There's probably a reason he's only bent, but I'm sure a wee bend will only had damage anything.
A big label at each end of the pipe saying "Do not bend" would have kind of given that fucking thing away. I thought.
Proceeds to just bend them in half.
Well, it's just, Greg, it's the same as having the fragile logo on an Amazon package. That's just a target, that is. That's just a kick me now.
Here, to be fair, that probably makes your day go faster on Amazon, just volleying something that says fragile on it.
It was a clip in the training course that sent you to, and they showed you the guy throwing the parcel over the fucking wall and not going through the greenhouse. That was genius, that one. Must ask must ask Steve if I could put it on the server and just have certain people test.
So it was anyway.
Hmm? The map?
Yeah, I know, but you shouldn't be able to 3 of us at it,
Yeah. I was thinking the possibility of putting AL or something. Like,
yeah, that would. Now, whether he'd approve of that or not is
oh, I was asking. Yeah, I must put on a rock picker mod at some stage. I wish Giants would do something to like a proper de-stoner. You do the wee ridge marks, you do the big ridges, and then you go up and but Giants pigs will be flying before that ever happens. I've never seen so much hype about goats in my life. Getting so close to the slurry mod. And I've got that week off. Yes!
It's almost like you didn't plan that.
I did. Well, the guys at work were saying, John, do you ever take time off when if a mod DLC comes out? I will, and with blank stares.
Yeah, I get that all the time. People are like, "Oh, you're gonna take out holidays?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm not gonna have planned." And they're like, "No, you used to do anything." I'm like, "No."
They have to sit in the house. And...
Exactly.
I always like keeping the days towards the end of the year, and then whenever everyone else has theirs used up, you can go, ha ha ha, I'm taking 2 weeks off.
Mine, what was it? Was it last Christmas? I've been Foreman was hassling me for about 2 weeks. I think I had 2 days left or something. And he hassling me for about 2 weeks going, "Oh, you're gonna take it, he's gonna take it," and I'm going, no. Cash them in. You're like, here. And he's going, no. And then he the last week after, and that's all about hassling me, and I'm going, "Oh, fine then, I'll take it." And he's like, "Oh, it's too late." And I was like, "Oh, it's sound, I'll just take the money from them."
Yet again, Johnny has just realised that someone has pulled it down the beacon. Could be a while there.
What you're on about?
See, Welkers are getting the combines prep.
Alright.
That must have cost a fortune to change all the oil and all the filters in a combine. That must cost a fucking fortune.
They're genuinely still working on that Range Rover.
Oh, I don't ever think that Range Rover got finished. Remember, if you ever did.
Well, he uploaded a video 3 months ago saying stripping the axles.
Yeah, still not finished.
And then there's ran about what happens under a rocker cover. I presume that's probably related to it, and that was a month ago.
The last one I watched about China was the one he was working on, that fucking orange fucking whatever it is he drive, that mini that looks like an orange. Or doing the air conditioning on his transporter van.
Take it he doesn't use the pull a pipe and run method.
He uses the patented China method.
Get your hell pretty sucky at the pipe.
Turn the camera off, soak it in penetrating fluid for about 16 days, get your friend to slacken all the bolts off, pre-slacking them, then roll camera. Okay, take this nut off, it's easy.
You could park a car in an RC for like 2 years, pull it out and say, oh, I need to bleed my brakes, take it to him and they'd all magically crack away.
This lad sounds like a big fucking fun.
You don't know we had China? Man, he is just the ultimate mechanic, like.
Sounds like a fucking Sunday.
I must admit, the Wheeler Dealers was...
It was good to watch, yeah.
It was good. It was good to watch, but Jesus, man. Don't know how they done it.
That's why he had China left, was because they wanted to cut go him in the workshop down and have more of Mike, and he just went, yeah.
Bad, to be fair, you did watch it more for...
I watched it, yeah. I couldn't stand fucking twat fucking talking about selling it and all. I didn't have time for him, but I'd watch it in China, you know. Some things made my blood boil, but most, you know, quite entertaining to watch.
Oh yes, but seeing you are with motors, I think you can actually just truly watch it for what it is.
Oh, the bot's right in the forest tonight.
Johnny, are you in here? I agree with this.
Nope. Used to be.
I forget his name. One of them is a match fairly ready to go.
Ross.
Oh, they're testing it. It's his first match. I don't know what it is.
Maybe I haven't had the.
Matthew would after that list now.
I haven't had the nicest of relationships with those ones.
I know that, but I thought according to there last year they were going to go.
Were you saying too much out in the say we were going?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I think I know what that's about. Told me that before. No, I'm only wondering is all just did the map
I don't know, it's probably some other weapon that was found.
I never personally had a problem with them, but yeah.
To be fair, I never really either.
The night that they all came in and started fucking shit in the chat, that was the time I just cut all fucking ties.
They never done any wrong in their eyes, I think.
Or he released his paddle bale vendors.
Jobbed. Aha.
That is the map I'd be more interested.
What
I
map?
think it's his first one, whatever it is.
I'm more interested in the update than this one.
Oh yeah, you cheeky bastard, huh?
Ken's hand, there's something incredibly funny about seeing somebody stood under a motor working on it. No way safety specs on.
Yeah, health and safety. Yeah.
Oh, Ken, you're meant to like.
If I had about half the fucking stuff that he wears, I would have been fucking laughed out of the workshop.
Ken.
I'd have walked up with a fucking full fucking protection kit on, that would have fucking been laughed out of the fucking workshop.
Here, they're a bunch of boring bollocks. He's like, why is they got the half-inch gun out yet? Just blitz something.
We never that's another thing. There's never used a, well, nearly never used an air gun or a ratchet spanner, more or less.
Oh, here, there is nothing more annoying. Right, fair enough. See, at times you can't get a ratchet spanner in, fair enough. But see, on a boat, you can clearly get a ratchet spanner when somebody sat there. Like a quarter
Turn off, quarter turn, take it off, back on, quarter. Yeah, that would drive me to want to kill someone at that point. And especially if you've got enough fucking room to put the dugga gun on, and yeah, that's the first thing you go for.
Depends. Pinch boats I usually go at by home, like.
The worst toolbox I hate is an air ratchet. The sound of those is just.
Only air tool. Well, probably a die grinder. Probably buy one of them at some point. And an air hammer. Definitely buy one of them at some point.
Who was I watching the other night? They were doing. The shock goes in, the old style shocks that pushed into your hub or into your carrier. You usually beat it with a hammer. They had an air chisel with a point in it. That was a fucking. I never even thought of that before.
Oh, see, Americans. If it's stuck, just get your air hammer out.
I see your man on Finnegan's Farm was using an air hammer for something there one night.
Aye, crack away the viscous fan, though.
Yeah, that isn't.
And then my tractor.
No, I haven't. I ken who was in it, but it wasn't me.
Right. That's tonight's rewiring job done anyway.
That was quite a very productive night, but that filled all. Yeah. Hours at build, field plowed, field planted, spray the weeds, roll the field. Yeah.
Right, lads, I'm gonna head off again.
Alright.
I'll talk to you. I'll probably be on the server tomorrow night at some stage.
Down for it.
Alright, good luck.
See you there.
Right, that way.
Alright, see you there. Yeah, I'll probably park up and I'll call it a night myself. Yeah, definitely another pleasant night on the server. Long may that last. This video's ready to harvest. Hey, it's tomorrow's job. That'll be the first field we've actually planted ourselves to harvest. Should be a lot better yield, in theory. we do have to get a bit of grass cut at some stage. Might as well take a step up here and see the wheels start before I head off. Just wing it, wing it, wing it. Yeah, I might get a couple of people out with mowers tomorrow and start dropping some grass. Ooh, yeah. Ah. Definitely nice work on the wheel stock and other one. I even put my fucking flipping LED or my beacon down. Light. This. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, consider hitting the like button, and yeah, make sure to check out the TikTok channel. And yeet. So we will be back again tomorrow for a bit more FS. Till then, stay safe and bye for now.